guys, and welcome to Faewood. So I have another comparison video for you guys today. If you've been watching me for a while, you might have seen the Chromiest chrome paint, or Mirroriest mirror paint, the word that I can never say, from Stuart Semple. Now, when I did that order, I bought a few other things from there as well, and one of the things that I got will make total sense when you see what it is. It is this, which is Diamond Dust, or the Glitteriest Glitter, supposedly. So, of course, when I saw that, I was like, alright, I absolutely have to own this, and I absolutely have to test this against my other glitters. One thing I did find when I was going through all my glitters, though, is I have a lot less glitter than I thought I had. And now I'm like, I probably need to go shopping for a bit more glitter to fill a sparkly void in my life. I'm sure my husband will totally disagree with that. He absolutely hates glitter, or as some people call it, the herpes of the craft world. But I was just like looking, and I just like, as a lover of shiny things, a connoisseur, you might even say, of the shiny, I have a severe lack of glitter in my life. So this has really highlighted to me that, I absolutely need to get some more glitter. I don't know what's happened. I thought I had more, and then when I started collecting it all together, I'm like, well, that's not nearly enough sparkly things. Not nearly enough. You guys might look at it and think it's fine, but no, it's definitely not fine. I definitely need more glitter. Anyway, so I got this glitter from the Culture Hustle website, the Stuart Semple product range, and we're going to test this to see if it actually lives up to its claim to be the glitteriest of all of the glitters. I was originally going to pick just all, clear or white kind of glitters, but as I mentioned, I seem to have a lack of glitter, and therefore I just grabbed every glitter that I could find, and we're just going to do them all and see what happens. Now, I don't know how scientific this is going to be, I'm not sure how to really capture what is the glitteriest of glitters, like how do you measure that? So we're just going to have to look at it and see the shiny, I think. That is the only thing I can think of. I'm going to try and do some different kinds of lighting to see if we can get the glittery shine to come out and everything. And I'm going to do it really similarly to the way I did the chrome, which is on a piece of wood. In fact, it's the exact same piece of wood that I used. I just flipped it over. But I used a silver spray paint this time because I thought black might be a bit too dark to let the glitter really shine. I don't know. I don't know what the optimal colour is to back up glitter, so we've gone with silver. It's going to be, even across the board, because they're all going to go on this same silver, and we're just going to see what it looks like. So I will need to take you guys down onto the table now so that we can have a look at this glitter and start comparing. Alright, so I figure I'm going to use this Boyle's craft glue. It's got a real good tackiness to it, which is great for glitter, and we'll just use that across the board because PVA has a white cast to it. This is clear straight off the bat, so we can get it a look at it straight away. So except for there are a few that have a base to them that I've pulled out, and I'll talk about those when we get to it, but the ones that don't have a base, like this one, I will use this craft glue. Alright, speaking of ones that have a bit of a base, let's start with some of my, I guess, cheaper glitters. Like this one looks really lovely when you look at the glitter that's sort of on the bottom of the and sides of this bottle. It doesn't come out quite as rich of glitter as that usually. It's sort of a bit thinner, and the glue is quite thin in it as well. But this was really cheap, and it's been a really nice glitter for a lot of things. Now I'm not going to write what each one is. I'll just put the bottle next to it, I think, so that we can see what everything is. That's just going to be a bit easier. Some other cheap sort of craft ones that I have are these Montmartre ones. Perfectly good for kids crafts, and if you just want a light wash of glitter on things. They can be built up, but you have to put a lot of it on. And it's got the same sort of base, I feel like, as this does. Quite a runny base. Oh my god, making a mess. Alright, don't think we need to try the other colours because it's going to be the same for that brand, but there are all different colours of the Montmartre ones. These I love as well. These are, like again, a glimmer paste. They're quite a thick glitter. These are so good if you need a real just complete coating of glitter on something with no gaps, and it's easier because you don't have to have a base. They're not the cheapest things. I think in Australian dollars they're around about $10 per bottle, but you know, they usually last me a long time. I don't, it depends what you want to use them for, but I don't smother things in glitter as much as you might think I might. These are apparently really good for stencils. I don't use them that way, but you can definitely do that. I just like the fact that they're super opaque and really paste-like. I think I'm going to pick this light blue one to test because that seems to me the shimmeriest. I'm just putting glitteriest on the end of everything now, but it does seem like it has a bit more sparkle because it's got that iridescence to it, so we'll use that one. Yeah, so we're not going to use that one because that's solid, that's dried out good, and but you can see I've used a lot of it, and yeah, I've had it for a while too, so sadly it has dried out. We'll try the purple instead. Please tell me this one is not dried out. So you can probably see just how thick that is. Like, that's completely covered the silver underneath. Righto, so now I have got another paste-like one, and I haven't really used this, but it looks really cool, and it's a paste effect, but it's like unicorn skin. Oh, it just looks so beautiful. It has like chunky flaky bits in it, and then more fine glitters in it as well. So we'll paste a bit of that on. I'm thinking it might end up being a little bit like this paste, but just a different glitter. It'll be interesting to see how that dries. Right now, I'm not totally excited by it. I wish there was more of the flaky bits in it, maybe. Maybe it needs to be built up a little bit though, so yeah, we'll let it dry and we'll see what that looks like. I've got these little Stickles diamond glitter, and again, these ones have a base in them as well. I've got this little, I love this handy dandy little holder for them as well, because it keeps them upside down. If you've got a little bit left, you want to get everything out of them that you can, because I think these weren't like the cheapest for the size. I think they were like $3 or $4 per piece, and like they're a lot smaller than, you know, the Nuvo glitter. So you definitely want to get everything out that you can. I'll just use one because, you know, I think we only need one to compare. I might stick with this more diamondy glitter one, and we'll see how that one looks. I really like the way that one looks. I don't know if it's coming up on camera at the moment how pretty that is, but I think when I go overhead, it's just got more glitter for the binder than some of the other ones do. Not as much as the Nuvo, because nothing beats that, but yeah, it's quite a pretty one, that one. Now, something slightly different. It's not exactly glitter, but I thought I would give it a try because it's got kind of micro shimmers in it. So these are the Art Alchemy Sparks paints, and they are paint that have, yeah, again, micro shimmers in them. And I've got it in purple and gold. I think that's the only colours I have. I wouldn't mind a silver one. I thought I did have one, but I couldn't find it. So I might try the gold one, I think, because that one's got a bit more, maybe a bit more shine to it. I don't know. This one's a bit, I don't know. This one looks a bit sparklier to me. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just because it's a yellow. I don't know. I I sound so sure of myself, don't I? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to use gold anyway. I'm not going to justify myself anymore. I'm just going to use it. And we'll just see how that goes. Again, it's a little bit left of field, but I thought I would throw it in here. The paper, like, something weird was going on with the paper. It's like got stuck part of it. I might have to just get rid of that little bit of paper because that's made a mess. This is a different brand. I don't think this is going to be more sparkly though because of the colour. It's like a black kind of glitter, but I figure I'll throw it in there because it's a different brand of glitter paint, and we'll just see how that one looks. Doesn't look like much right now, but I think it needs to dry to really see what that looks like. So we'll let that do its thing and dry. It's possible I'm going to have to come back here tomorrow and have another look at these to see if there's any difference once they're dry, because some of these definitely won't dry in it anytime soon. So by the magic of television, we'll come back afterwards. But we still have some more to go, so we're going to keep on trucking. I think we're done with the ones that have a binder to them now. I'm pretty sure we're now on to just glitter dusts and so forth. So we'll start with some of those. I'm going to start with some of the coloured ones first, I think, and then finish with a bunch of the different clear glitters, because I think it'll be fun to see them next to each other and just see which one looks more glittery. Alright, so some of you probably have heard of the Recollections glitters. This is a really nice fine glitter. I really love the really fine glitters. I just think they look really pretty on a lot of crafts. Like, gives it an interesting texture, a lot finer finish to it. Just, I don't know. It depends on what you're after, really, but a lot of times I will reach more for a fine glitter than a chunky glitter. Now, a glitter that's definitely going to have some shine is anything holographic, and this is a Glitties, Glitzy, Illusions Glitzy. I've got two colours here of that, and, well, actually, no, I think I've got another one here. Yeah, this is Glitzy as well. So I might not bother with this brown one. That's not going to be as shiny, so we'll leave that one out of the running. I think I will try both of these though, because they are very different. This one is the holographic gold. Love this one. I've had it for a while and used the crap out of it. I also really love this mix. It's quite an interesting one. And yeah, they're just really nice glitters. Obviously a much chunkier glitter, this one, with stars in it, and it's got a mix of like fine glitter, a little smaller glitter, and then the big chunky stars as well. Alright, well, speaking of stars, I've got, throwing around my glitter now. I've got these two Nuvo glitters that are same brand as that other glitter paste, but these are loose glitters. I did have some other shapes of this, but I don't know, it started getting more into the scatter realm. I feel like the stars are still kind of a glitter. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think stars are classed as a scatter or a glitter? Because I was a bit on both sides. I was like, it might be small enough for it to be classed as a glitter. I don't know. This one is more strands, so it's like a different shape of glitter. It does call these like confettis, honestly. So yeah, potentially we could say these are not traditionally a glitter. They're a bit more of a scatter. I'm going to use them anyway, and we'll just compare. Ah, shit. Oh, that'll teach me for putting both lots of glue down at the same time. I'm just going to go with it. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. This is the thing with glitter, like it goes everywhere and then you're finding it for days. I love this one though. That's so pretty. Like I need to just like come up with an excuse to use those little stars because I love them. I feel like I need to make a mermaid thing. That would suit it. Aren't they pretty as well? So pretty. And I just have not really reached for them, unfortunately, but I love them. Now, this is again something slightly different, I guess, but I mean, it could be used as just a glitter as well as an embossing powder. And I obviously use it for embossing usually, but you know, they're also very nice as a glitter. So these are the Ranger embossing powders. This one is Enchanted Gold. So it's got quite a nice iridescent, you know, yellow colour. And this one is Gold Tinsel. And this one stays a bit glittery when it's been, you know, torched with the like the heat gun. It melts down, but it just keeps that glitteriness to it. So I think I'm going to go for this one because this one has, I don't know, a lovely golden sparkle to it. So we'll do that one. I have this generic glitter. I say generic because I don't know what brand it is. I believe I might have even been given this at one of the Goblin Balls as sort of a trinket, but I couldn't hang it up and I figured I would use it for craft anyway, so I didn't want to hang it up. And it's a little chunkier than some of the other glitters we have, and I thought it would be a good comparison, so we'll give that one a try. That's quite pretty as well. Hopefully you can see it. It's sort of off to the side there. What I'm definitely noticing, and you know, it's not a surprise to me, the chunkier glitter definitely has more sparkle to it than the finer glitter does. The holographic one has a lot of shine anyway, even though it's fine because it's holographic, but when you see it next to, say, this one here, the tinsel, you can see that the level of light refraction coming off the glitters for this chunkier one, it's just, you know, brighter and sparklier. So yeah, chunky equals glitter, more glittery. Alright, so I think we're moving into the pale glitters now and getting close to showing the diamond dust one. We'll start with this one. This is Glitter Dust Crafts for You. This is again a nice, really fine glitter, and it's got that iridescent white finish. Such a pretty glitter. I actually have two of these because this is a type of glitter I would use a lot. Plus I feel like there was a 2-for-1 deal potentially, and you know I'm a sucker for a deal. Again, it's just a subtle kind of glitter, I guess, because it is so fine, but it has a lovely shimmer to it. Now, I have this one. This is much more sparkly, and this is Papericious, and it's crystal clear, and these are little hexagon glitters. Oop, just put that everywhere. So, chunkier glitter again, and these are just... it's a mix actually. It's got some fine glitter in amongst the chunkier glitter, and it just gives it a lovely finish, and it's got these lovely chunks of glitter in there as well. So it's a real mix of different types of glitter, and sometimes that can be a really interesting finish. So let me just try and clear a space here. Really pretty, but obviously it's not as smooth a finish because there's all different types of glitter chunks in there, so it's a different sort of look, that one. Alright, so I don't even remember where I got this. It says Reflections, so I presume that's the brand maybe? I can't even remember. It must have been a sample with something because like it's quite tiny. We're going to give it a try. It's a very lovely looking pale, very silvery glitter. I would love to know where I got this from because I'd love to get some more of that. Does this seem familiar to anyone? Maybe Reflections is the name of the brand. I'm going to have to look for this. Anyway, let's give this a try. Wow, guys, that is beautiful. It is so silvery. I need to use this in something, and also I need to get a bigger pot of that because I love that so much. That's, why can't I remember where I got that? Right, now I'm going to try this glitter next. This is so similar to the Diamond Dust. So I'll try and hold it up. Hopefully you'll be able to see. The Diamond Dust is the bigger of the two containers. And you can see like they're both clear, jagged looking glitter. There's no iridescence, there's no colour, silveriness, anything. It is just chunks of what I presume is plastic. I don't know how this is, what this is made from, but the art glitter is a finer version of it though. That's not as chunky, whereas the Diamond Dust is super chunky. And I mean, look, it could be the sparkliest one because what I am finding is that size matters when it comes to the glitter sparkle. So let's see. I'll start with the art glitter and then we'll try the Diamond Dust. Well, it's a bit meh. I mean, look, it's an interesting finish because it looks a little bit like sugar crystals. It looks a little bit like maybe ice crystals or something like that. There's something a bit more natural potentially to it. But I think because of the fact that it doesn't have any metallic finish or any iridescence or anything like that, it's just not as shiny and shimmery as some of the others. It would be so interesting to see a glitter like this with an iridescent coating on all the pieces, and still keeping it like clear. Look at my hands, they're just covered in crap. I'd love to see that. I'd be all for a glitter like that. Alright, let's try the Stuart Semple one. I'm torn on this because I feel like it definitely reflects more light. Again, the size of the chunks, it's just going to have that property to it. At face value, it doesn't seem as sparkly as some of the others, like, again, because it doesn't have this, say, this metallic finish like this one does. It doesn't have some of the iridescence that, you know, this glitter has to it or what have you. But in the light, I mean, when you're sort of moving it backward and forward and having a look at that light refraction, you're going to notice that one probably more than others because it does sparkle. Well, some of these other ones are sparkling as well. You know, the stars definitely pick up light. Let me just move this over a bit more, just have a bit of a... I mean, I guess, look, these are quite chunky as well. This one has the added benefit of being chunky, holographic, and metallic. So it's got a bit of everything. What is interesting about these type of glitters is that you can put them over anything and it's going to show the colour through. So if you were wanting to add some sparkle to something that you wanted to see the colour underneath, for example, this would be the way you'd want to go if you didn't want to take away at all from what was underneath. If you're wanting to add a bit of something to it, I mean, you probably want something else. You know, if you want a bit of metallic shimmer, something else, then perhaps you wouldn't go for this because this is really offering more of a texture. It is a refracting texture, a sparkly texture, but it's a texture. Well, guys, after all that, what are your thoughts? Do I need more glitter? That's the important question here. Should I get more glitter? Anyway, back onto the subject at hand. So, yeah, what we're actually here for. Do you think this is the glitteriest of glitters? Or do you think one of the other glitters is the glitteriest of glitters? I will leave that up to you guys to decide. And also, what crafts do you think I should make using some of these glitters? Do you have some thoughts? I feel like some sort of ice or snow queen thing would be perfect for this type of glitter. I really feel like I need to do some sort of like frozen, you know, headdress type thing or something like that. Do I have anywhere to wear it? No. Do I want to make it anyway? Yes. Alright, well, I won't hold up your time any longer talking about glitter. Even though it is a very important topic, I will let you guys go. If you liked some of this crazy frivolity, sparkliness, glitteriness, and so forth, make sure you have hit the subscribe button. If I've scared you off, fair enough. Totally understand. Thanks for coming. And for the rest of you, I'll see you next time in Faewood. Bye, guys.